Close your eyes for a moment. No, really, do it. I want you to imagine something. Somewhere in the not so distant future, a version of you already exists, stronger, healthier, more disciplined, more successful, more confident. And right now, in this very moment, that version of you is watching everything you do, every choice you make, every step you take, every excuse you fall for, every single time you give up, and every single time you rise again. Your future self is watching, and they are silently begging you, please don't disappoint me. Because the truth, the one we often try to ignore, is simple. You are shaping your future with every single decision you make today, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you magically feel motivated. Today, right now, your future self isn't built through daydreams. It's built through discipline. It's not born from wishes. It's born from action. It's not created by good intentions. It's forged through relentless consistency. Think about it. Every time you hit the snooze button and procrastinate, your future self feels a little weaker. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, your future self carries that extra weight on their shoulders. Every time you run away from a difficult task or a hard conversation, your future self loses a piece of their strength. But the reverse is also true. Every time you push through a workout when you feel like quitting, your future self stands a little taller. Every time you choose growth over the comfort of the familiar, your future self becomes a little more unstoppable. Every time you take even one small, insignificant seeming step forward, your future self looks back and whispers, thank you. The life you want, the person you want to be, is watching the life you are living right now, and they are counting on you. So, I want you to go look in the mirror. I mean it. Look deep and understand something real. The person staring back at you is the only one responsible for the next chapter of your life. It's so easy to blame our circumstances, bad luck, terrible timing, or the world in general. But your future self knows the truth. It knows what you could be. It knows what you should be. It knows the quiet, untapped greatness you're capable of. So focus, lock in, commit right now to the person you are meant to become. Let today be the day you stop running from the hard things. Let today be the day you stop living small, hiding in the shadows of your own potential. Let today be the day you stop disappointing the one person who will one day look back at this exact moment and say, thank you. You saved my life. Remember this critical fact. Your future self isn't born from dreams. It's built from daily habits. Success doesn't just show up one day in a big, dramatic moment. It arrives silently in thousands of small, uncelebrated decisions you make when no one is clapping for you. It happens when you choose the workout instead of the excuse. When you choose discipline instead of distraction. When you choose progress, no matter how messy, over the illusion of perfection. It's when you choose to put in the effort even when you're bony tired. It's when you choose to keep going even when nobody sees you trying. Your future self sees you and they are waiting. They are waiting for you to take those uncomfortable first steps. They are waiting for you to finally outgrow your old self-sabotaging patterns. They are waiting for you to stop acting like you have an unlimited amount of time. Most importantly, they are waiting for you to finally, truly believe in yourself. And here's something beautiful. Your future self isn't judging you with a critical eye. They are cheering for you. They are your biggest fan. They know how powerful you can become if you just start. They know the mountains you can move. They know the incredible strength you have buried deep inside you, hidden under layers of doubt and fear. But you have to act. You have to start. You have to rise. Your future is being built right now in the quiet, dark moments when you choose to keep going, when you choose discipline over comfort, when you choose growth over excuses, when you choose to be the kind of person your future self will be immensely proud of. Don't disappoint them. More than that, don't disappoint yourself. Think about it. The next year of your life can look completely, radically different from today. It all hinges on whether you start taking yourself seriously right now. If you commit to just one small step at a time. If you show up for yourself, especially on the boring days, if you keep moving forward, even when progress feels painfully slow. If you refuse to quit, even when every fiber of your being screams that it's too hard, your future self is waiting with open arms. They're holding a happier life, a stronger body, a calmer mind, a bigger dream, a higher purpose. It's all there, waiting for you. But the question is, will you meet them? Will you rise to the level you're truly capable of? Will you do the unglamorous work that no one will ever clap for? Will you become the type of person who refuses to break the promises they make to themselves? So stand up today. Move with intention. Start building the habits that your future will thank you for. Protect your time like it's the most valuable currency you have, because it is. Protect your energy. Protect your vision from the noise and negativity of the world. Because this is your life, and every single day is a brick you're laying. Every decision is a tool in your hand. Every action is a step on the path, and each one builds the road toward the person you are destined to become. So walk forward with purpose, with strength, with discipline, and with an unshakable belief in the person you're becoming. Imagine it again, standing face to face with that future version of yourself. Their eyes tell a story of battles you won, of dreams you achieved, of mountains you moved, and they're looking at you not with a question, but with gratitude. They're looking at you because you did what it took to become them. You didn't just hope for it, you worked for it. They feel every victory you're fighting for today. They feel it when you push for one more rep in the gym. They feel it when you say no to the easy shortcut and choose the harder, more meaningful path. They feel it when you decide that your future deserves more than your current fear. Every small act of discipline strengthens them. Every step forward brings you closer. Every moment of courage echoes across time and makes them who they are. Listen closely, because your future self is whispering to you right now. They're saying, Don't stop now. Don't you dare waste the pain you've already survived. Don't disappoint the person you have the potential to become. The most powerful truth is this: you are building your future in silence. You are shaping your destiny when no one is watching. You are writing a story with your actions that will one day inspire others, and your future self is rooting for you every step of the way. They know your potential. They know your strength. They know the greatness you're hiding behind your self-doubt and your well-rehearsed excuses. There is a version of you waiting to be unleashed, a version that refused to settle for mediocrity, that refused to stay small to make others comfortable, that refused to let fear win. A version who chose discipline over distraction, action over hesitation, and purpose over comfort. The question is, and always will be, will you reach them? Will you rise to the occasion? Will you push through the days where everything feels heavy and pointless? Will you keep going when every part of you just wants to quit and go back to what's easy? Because greatness is never born in the spotlight. It's forged in the quiet, lonely moments. The early mornings when the world is asleep, the lonely nights spent working on your craft, the silent battles you fight inside your own head that no one else ever sees. That is where your future is built. That is where the transformation begins. That is where legends are made. Right now, in this very moment, your future self is watching with hope in their eyes. They're hoping you won't give up, hoping you won't settle for less than you deserve, hoping you won't break the promise you made to yourself when you started this journey. So stand up, take a deep breath, and remember who you are doing this for. Not for the world, not for applause, not for external validation, but for them, for the version of you that is begging you to keep going. Every second is a brand new chance to change your direction. Every day is a blank page, a chance to rewrite your destiny. Every choice you make is a message you send to your future. So write the kind of message that makes them proud, the kind that makes them strong, the kind that makes them look back on today and whisper, "Thank you. Thank you for not giving up on me." Because your future self is watching, and this time you won't disappoint them. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more videos to help you build your best life. We'll see you in the next one. There comes a moment in every person's life, a moment where the noise fades, the world slows down, and the truth steps forward. That moment is when you realize you are not just living for today. You are living for someone far greater, the person you are becoming. Your future self did not disappear after the first lesson. They didn't stop watching. If anything, they're watching even closer now, because they know the truth you often forget. Every decision has consequences, and every consequence shapes your destiny. Your future self stands in the distance, not begging, not pleading, but silently observing the life you're building. They've seen the moments you thought no one saw, the nights you couldn't sleep, the mornings you didn't want to rise. The battles you fought in silence, the dreams you almost gave up on, and they're proud of how far you've come, but they also know how far you can still go. You may think your small habits don't matter. You may think skipping a day doesn't count. You may think delaying your dreams is harmless. But your future self feels every delay, every detour, every decision you postpone. They feel the weight of your hesitation and the strength of your progress. Because at the end of every choice, your future self receives the result. A stronger mind or a weaker one, a healthier body or a deteriorating one, a focused spirit or a fractured one, a disciplined life or a life led by excuses. Whatever you choose today, they live with tomorrow. This is the law of becoming. You can run from responsibility. You can avoid accountability, but you cannot escape who you are becoming. Your future self walks the path you pave, brick by brick, step by step, choice by choice. And right now, they are watching you face the tests that will define you. The test of discipline, the test of patience, the test of resilience, the test of staying committed even when everything feels heavy. These tests don't appear to break you, appear to build you. Your future self knows that greatness is not born in comfort, in ease, in sunshine. Greatness is born in the storm. In the moments where your heart aches, your body is tired, and your mind wants to give up, but you don't. You rise, you push, you try again. Your future self remembers these moments. They carry the strength you built in silence. They stand taller because you refused to fold. They live freer because you refused to be held down. But they also remember the moments you didn't show up, the promise you abandoned, the goals you drifted from, the opportunities you let slip away. And that's why they're here now. Not to punish you, not to shame you, but to remind you there is still time, there is still hope, there is still a future worth fighting for. Your future self is not separate from you. They are built by you, shaped by your habits, powered by your mindset, guided by your determination. And today, they are asking you to make a choice. Will you repeat the same patterns, or will you rise into the version of you that you know you can be? Will you continue living in hesitation, or will you take the steps your future self has been waiting for? Will you let fear win, or will you finally fight for your own destiny? Because here's the truth you cannot escape. Your future self is depending on you. Your future self is counting on you. And one day, you will stand where your future self stands today. You will look back at this moment, this choice, this decision, and you will either whisper, "Thank you. You saved my life." Or you will whisper, "I wish you tried harder. I wish you believed. I wish you didn't give up." The version of you in the distance, the stronger one, the wiser one, the unstoppable one is waiting for you to close the gap. Not someday, but now, today. So stand up, focus, move with purpose, because the story is not finished. Your journey is not over, and the person you are becoming is watching every step you take. Don't disappoint them. There comes a point where the silence becomes unbearable, where the excuses run out, where the weight of unfulfilled potential becomes too heavy to ignore, and in that silence, you feel it. A presence, a pull, a pressure that isn't coming from the outside world, but from the future. They have watched you hesitate, watched you doubt, watched you shrink yourself to fit into a life far too small for you. You've always known what to do. You're just not doing it. The discipline you avoid is the discipline they needed. The habits you ignore are the habits that build them. The opportunities you let die are the opportunities they depend on. And so your future self steps closer and says the words you've been afraid to hear. I cannot become who I am meant to be if you keep choosing who you've been. These words cut deeper than any failure because they're true. Your future self has everything you want, the body you dream of, the career you chase, the peace you crave, the life you imagine before you fall asleep at night. But they can only exist if you build them. Every lazy day destroys them. Every excuse suffocates them. Every moment wasted steals pieces of their life. This is the confrontation. This is the turning point. This is the moment where you choose. Will you continue living as the person who holds them back, or the person who pulls them forward? Your future self reaches out a hand not out of pity, but out of belief. Belief that you can change. Belief that you can rise. Belief that you can do the hard things you keep avoiding. But belief is not enough. They need action. They need sacrifice. They need effort. There is a moment in every great story where something changes, where the hero wakes up, the tide shifts, the fire returns to the soul. This is that moment for you. This part isn't about watching your future self. It's not about waiting or hoping or wondering. It's about becoming. Becoming the person who keeps promises to themselves. Becoming the person who rises when everything says stay down. Because after the confrontation, after the truth hits, after the fear fades, there is only one thing left: transformation. And transformation doesn't happen instantly. It happens the moment you decide, I'm done living below my potential. That decision changes everything. You begin walking differently. You begin thinking differently. You begin valuing your time, your energy, your purpose. Your future self stops being a distant dream and becomes a responsibility, a mission, a calling. You stop chasing shortcuts. You stop accepting excuses. You stop letting your emotions dictate your direction. And slowly, quietly, something begins to evolve inside you. You start choosing discipline over comfort. You start choosing action over fear. You start choosing progress over perfection. You start choosing effort even when motivation is nowhere to be found. This is the transformation. Not loud, not dramatic, not filled with praise or applause. It's silent, internal, unseen by the world, but deeply felt by your future self. They see the shift. They feel it. They know you're finally stepping toward them, not drifting away. Transformation begins the moment you stop negotiating with your weakness. The moment you say, I don't care how I feel, I am doing what I must. The moment you choose responsibility over excuses, growth over comfort, consistency over chaos. Your future self smiles for the first time in a long time. Not because you've already succeeded, but because you've finally committed. Transformation is not the achievement. It's the decision to fight for the achievement. And the fight has now begun. You wake up earlier. You move with purpose. You breathe with intention. You stop wasting time on things that don't move you forward. You stop letting fear be the author of your decisions. You start doing the work even when it's cold, even when you're tired, even when no one understands, even when nobody believes. Because now, for the first time, your belief is enough. This is the rise, the rebuild, the rebirth. Every habit you build now becomes a brick in the foundation of your future. Every small win becomes momentum. Every act of discipline becomes proof that you're not who you used to be. Transformation does not happen when life is easy. It happens when you choose strength in the moments that used to break you. It happens when you rewrite the story you once surrendered to. It happens when you understand that your future self isn't watching anymore, they rewalking with you, step by step, choice by choice, moment by moment. Don't stop. Don't fall back. Don't let comfort steal this version of you. It's not about hoping that one day you will become great. Rising into the version of you that will not bow to fear. The world may not understand your journey. They may not see your vision. They may not feel the fire inside of you, but your future self sees it. And for the first time, they're not just watching, they're cheering. Because every step you take now is no longer fueled by fear, but by purpose. You have learned to say no to distractions, no to laziness, no to anything that steals your strength. You have learned to say yes to discipline, yes to consistency, yes to effort, yes to the path that leads you closer to who you are meant to be. Because the fire inside you is too strong now, and that fire cannot be extinguished. You rise before the world wakes. You fight for your dreams when no one is watching. You keep going even when everything hurts, even when the road is long, even when progress is slow, because unstoppable people are not driven by comfort, they're driven by destiny, and your destiny has awakened. This is the era where you stop breaking promises to yourself. This is the era where you stop negotiating your greatness. You now move with purpose because you finally understand who you're fighting for. You're fighting for the dreams you buried. You're fighting for the future you deserve. You're fighting for the life your future self has been waiting to give you. Every rep, every step, every breath, every sacrifice, each one brings you closer. Each one makes you stronger. Each one proves that you are no longer the person you used to be. You don't crumble under pressure anymore, you rise from it. You don't run from challenges. You walk toward them. You don't avoid hardship. You conquer it. Because unstoppable people are made in the struggle, not in the comfort. Your future self stands taller now, not because you've achieved everything, but because you've finally become the kind of person who never quits. And that is how greatness is built. This is the rise. Your rise. The chapter where excuses die and discipline becomes your new identity. Where fear loses power and courage becomes your home. Where doubt dissolves and confidence becomes your weapon. From this moment forward, your journey is no longer about not disappointing your future self. It is about becoming so powerful that your future self can barely recognize the strength that now lives within you. You are becoming unstoppable, invincible, unbreakable, unshakable. This is the uprising. This is the moment the world begins to see the warrior you've always been. Rise. Keep rising. Never stop rising. Your story is not finished. Your battle is not over. Your future is ready. And now, so are you. Welcome back to Road of Advance Millionaires channel. We bring to you part 10 in a land where the sun rises over ancient deserts and modern marvels, where ambition is built on a scale that touches the sky, and where the future is being created right now with breathtaking speed. There is a vision waiting to be realized. Your vision, your future self is watching you, not from a distant, unreachable place, but from the other side of your own discipline. They have seen the quiet sacrifices you make, the late nights you spend planning, the opportunities you chase while others rest. They know the weight of your dreams, dreams as vast and ambitious as the Arabian sands. But here in the heart of progress, success is not just a goal, it is a standard. It is built on bold decisions and relentless execution. It is the courage to think bigger than anyone around you and the commitment to see that vision through, no matter the obstacle. Every choice you make today, every single action, is a block in the foundation of the empire you are building. Your future self is cheering for you. They remember the moments you felt overlooked, the times your ideas were dismissed, the days you felt the pressure to be perfect. But they also know something you sometimes forget. Your potential is not limited by what others see. It is defined only by what you are willing to build. Life will test your resolve. It will present you with challenges that seem insurmountable, with moments of doubt that feel like a desert storm blurring your path. It will push you to your limits to see if your foundations are strong. But remember, your future self is not waiting for someone who never stumbles. They are waiting for someone who always rises, stronger, wiser, more determined. And when you feel lost, when the heat of the struggle feels overwhelming, when the temptation to settle for less whispers in your ear, remember this: your future self already knows you succeed. They have seen you turn vision into reality. Every effort you make now, every risk you take, every single day you choose purpose over comfort, becomes the blueprint for the extraordinary life you imagine. The future isn't a distant oasis you hope to find. It is a skyscraper you design and construct, floor by floor, with your own hands. So listen closely. You are not just chasing a dream. You are becoming the architect of your destiny. Your future self is right there with you, whispering, "Build higher, dream bigger." Do not stop. They are watching you, not with judgment, but with unwavering belief. Make them proud. Make yourself proud. Because your story is not written in the sand to be blown away by the wind. It is etched in stone, a legacy of ambition and achievement. Your future self is watching you. Don't just meet their expectations. Exceed them. Build a future so magnificent, so powerful, so undeniably you, that even they are in awe of what you became. If you want Part 11, choose the next country: France, Brazil, India, Canada. Or let me pick one for you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.